I have some serious questions and I need answers. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is actually it's another episode of Back-PEDDLIN and Pussy Poppin'. And let me just say this before we even get started, okay? Because this ought to kill some of the ridiculous comments. This is Back-PEDDLIN and Pussy Poppin', okay? From the door. So you know it's going to be some shit. Yes, it's actually about Klondike Kant and Twizzler Twist. Flat out. So it is what it is. If you're not here for the shit, shout out to Miss Kelly. Or you don't want to hear me say what I have to say about them, and you're just such fans and stands that you can't take it, now's your time to click off at 1 minute. Just click on off. Nobody will hold it against you, but don't go down in them comments with them dumb comments, because if you do, you might actually get. So anyway, let's get started. Now, I have some questions. And like I said, this is a Back-PEDDLIN and Pussy Poppin' because that's kind of where those two seem to keep falling into. It's a sinkhole of pussy pops and backpedals. So there's this whole thing you got going on, which I think is a great thing. Could be, possibly. Depending on what it is that you, what way this goes. So there's a web series now that you are promoting. You are actually going over to New York. So this is actually really like an ongoing. So here we've gone through all that trouble of hustling and begging and all of the things that we do to get ourselves set up to go to New York. So that's very exciting that you're going to be able to go to New York for the first time. And I'm sure you're very excited that you have successfully gotten someone else to take on the bill for you or done whatever it is that you've needed to do to get yourself there. And that's where we kind of fall into we're Back-PEDDLIN and Pussy Poppin'. I talked to you not 2 full weeks ago about when you're going to do an event, that the event is not supposed to cost you. You're not supposed to spend out of your pocket for an event. You're not supposed to call in your favors for an event. There should be some takeaway for you on an event. And in my travels, I've actually found that the folks who are actually doing this web series, they basically kind of fall into the category that you threw me in. Because now, out of your own mouth, everything that went on between us three, I'm the underdog, let you all tell it, all because of subs and views. Well, lo and behold, you have videos out here where you're so humbled. I'm so humbled by the fact that they're going to let me come in and interview the full cast. They're doing big things over there. When I went over there, honey, their numbers match mine. Now, just a week or so ago, you said that I wasn't shit because of my numbers and my subs. They match theirs. So they're the shit and I'm not shit. I'm a little confused. It seems to me like you've backpedaled and pussy popped again. Here, what's really going on? What are you gaining from this interviewing of the cast and all of this? What are you gaining? Now, this is the time where you could actually boast, because you love to boast and make yourself into this YouTube celebrity. You have 80 something thousand subscribers to their 16. Now is the time to boast, to say, I'm going to help them. I'm going to help them and I'm going to bring them up and help them build their platform. This is the time where you could actually accurately pull your own string and make yourself look like something. But for some reason, you are hustling backwards. And you all of a sudden are so humbled by the fact that they're allowing you, like they're doing you a favor. What are you gaining? You or Twizzler Twist. Twizzler Twist is at 50,000. So I mean, I'm. This is where I have questions. I have questions of how that works. Are you aware, or did you not listen to what I said to you? You didn't get the message about the takeaway that you should always have a takeaway when you're being brought in to do something. There should be some takeaway for you. Did you not get that? She has a master's degree, for God's sake. So this is where I'm running into my problem. And then this is a gay web series. So after looking at all of that, it is what it is. But just rethink it. Honest to God, it's a good thing that you're doing. So don't take that out of context. What you're doing is a good thing, but you're definitely helping them to build their platform. They have nothing to offer you. Nothing at all. And I don't know if I thought about one thing though, because I've kind of seen your reaction to the show and everything itself and the actual actors and how excited you are about interviewing the actors. I don't know if you are getting ready to try to use your platform as sort of a casting couch kind of thing to try to get dates or something. Because you were really all enthralled and talking about, again, putting your face in their ass and all that. So I don't know if you're actually trying to use your platform as leverage. So that would be something totally different. But again, that's what I'm saying. That's where this video comes from. Baby, I got questions. And the question with that whole thing is, did you realize you were doing a good thing for them and nothing for yourself? Or are you, again, not listening and backpedaling and pussy popping in a backwards formation, which basically is hustling backwards? And who is this bitch that's supposed to be helping you and managing you? What is she doing, honey? What's she drinking? That she's not... Anyway. So anyway, that's that. And I had a couple more questions here. A couple different offenses, here of backpedaling and pussy popping. One, I remember distinctly you going on a rant that actually had to do with sweet addictions and also the Scorpion show, because they're your usual suspects. They're your victims all the time. And there was this whole thing done of you're screaming at the time, screaming, and girl, I thought you were going to pass out. But I haven't interviewed not one celebrity, and y'all can't take it. So you kind of made it seem as though that was no real big deal that they actually did a celebrity interview. But we've all seen exactly what celebrity interviews have done for the Scorpion show. We saw firsthand exactly what celebrity interviews and red carpet runs have actually done for Sweet Addictions. And the truth of the matter is, you were pressed and you were jealous. So now that you've been offered a celebrity interview, now it's all the rage. Backpedaling and pussy popping. And this is really about your brand. This is actually serious because I know, it's all jokes and kikis, and I told you I'm a fan. So I want to know what it is I'm actually a fan of, because the more I keep hearing my brand, my brand, my brand, my brand, my brand, what actually is the brand other than the name, which means nothing because nobody knows who you are except for us, chickens. So what is the brand? I mean, the brand's not that strong because that's how Alex was able to just like come in and just jump in and say, oh, well, you the king of reads. No, actually, I'm the king of reads and he's actually better at it than you. Your brand should actually say something about you. Now this goes back to your manager. What's going on with your manager, baby? Because why is it that I've been watching you all this time and I'm not sure what your brand is? But you got a lot of stands, so even maybe because you swear you don't watch me, so maybe some of you, whores that rise so hard, that want to argue and all that. Maybe you could explain to me what the brand is. What is the brand, baby? What is it based around? What is the product that is marketable that is building this brand that King JJ has? And I mean, I just don't get, girl, what the fuck are you doing, honey? I don't know what it is that we're buying into when we keep talking about this brand. Same thing with Twizzler Twist. What is the brand? And then I got confused because I don't know. I mean, is it roasting or is it hosting? Like, I mean, because you're running around trying to do hosting, and then you got popular because of your roasting. But now we see you can't really brand yourself on that because there's people that are better than it, better than you are at the roasting aspect that are right in the circle with you. So that's blown straight to hell. Um, I don't know. Is it you're a black activist? I don't know. You're so pro black. I don't. And see, now that's a question because even on your Facebook, you actually have a statement. Your statement on your Facebook right up front it says, "You black gay men need to wake up. This pro black movement does not care about your gay ass." That's what's actually on your Facebook. So, do you actually believe in the pro black movement, or don't you? I mean, it's all this is all just a jumble of what a shit show. Like I'm not understanding. What are you actually standing for? And at this point, I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing that the two of you stand for. The two of you basically stand for clicks and subs. That's all that I'm hearing from you. Clicks and subs. I'm going to do and say what gets me the most clicks and what gives me the most subscribers. So the brand wouldn't be librarian. The brand would not be King of Reads. The brand, if what you're really working off of is clicks and subs, baby, the brand is YouTube, and you can't have that because somebody already else has that. I'm all I'm saying. I just have questions. I need answers. A lot of backpedaling, a lot of pussy popping, and in the midst of that, I just need answers. So either you all can answer it, or some of these people that you all have that love you so much, that like to fight so much, maybe they'd like to answer it. But that's what I wanted. Um, and right there, I'm just going to leave this right here. All right, later, bitches.